motorcycle review from Lagos won't sound like one from anywhere else. Movement looks different depending on where you live, the machines we choose, the roads we drive, the way we experience speed, comfort, and freedom. GV Motorsport is about performance and perspective. Motorcycles, cars, and machine culture seen from Lagos, Nigeria, West Africa, and Africa at large. Every story has a starting point. For us, it begins on two wheels because motorcycles feel the city first. So let's talk about what it's like living with the Yamaha Tracer 900 in Lagos.
So welcome to Lagos Living. You know Lagos is a very noisy place normally. It's a noisy city. Look at all these cops blowing their sirens. So yeah, I just got some gas so we can go on a review of the Yamaha Tracer 900 2017-2018 model. Please like, subscribe, and follow up the channel. It will be very nice to have you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. So taking this bike on a quick spin, it's the Yamaha Tracer 900 across Lagos. So what should you expect from all of this content is that I'll be giving you like honest reviews of how this bike feels and rides, especially we are in Lagos, in a traffic congested city really, so you know how it can really be. So yeah, I'm taking the Yamaha Tracer 900 on a quick spin across the city, for you to see and have a feel of how this bike rides. It's not for intermediate or beginners. This is a bike fitted with 900cc and inline 3-cylinder, fitted with 900cc of, and a lot of torque. You know what the MT stands for? Master of torque, really. So it's fitted with a lot of power and torque, to get you quick zooming and, riding in cruise mode. So this particular bike has different modes as seen on the handlebar right here. This is like for shifting into various modes. But right now I'm riding on standard, which is like one of the careful modes of which you can ride this bike on. Now I just shifted into A mode, which is for aggressive. And then you've got like B mode, which is for more calm city riding. This like reduces the power being sent to your throttle. So right now I'm riding on B mode. Now I'm shifting it back to standard mode right here. So yeah, so come along with me as I review this particular bike right here. So this particular unit is fitted with a stock exhaust. It's not been decatted. It's not got any aftermarket. It doesn't have any aftermarket exhaust system. So this one right here rides silently. So yeah, this is a Yamaha Tracer 900, like I've said like a million times. So right now, what's my honest feel of riding this bike? For the last 10-15 minutes I've been on it, I think it rides really nice and silent, this particular unit. It's got that power, if you want that instant torque, this bike has it. It's just like my MT-09, but in a different body. And I feel like it has a much more comfortable sitting position. It's a sport tourer. It's one of the bikes that you find a lot of units right here in Nigeria, because it's a quite reliable bike, and it's something you will enjoy using, as long as you take it for your adequate maintenance from time to time, really. So it's a very nice bike. So right now I'm in Eco Atlantic City, taking the bike on a spin in Lagos, Nigeria right now. Yeah. I mean, this unit is fitted with CarPlay system, which you can choose to, connect to. This particular unit is a foreign use unit, it's not brand new. So I'm gonna park now and just take you on a walk around video of this particular Yamaha MT-09. Yeah, so it's actually for sale, but that's not the bone of contention right now. That's not what I am after, really. I'm just after giving you guys like a really, really good review of how the bike rides. It's a really decent bike to own, to be very honest. From what I can feel so far, it's quiet. So this particular unit comes with ABS. It's also fitted with traction controls system, to prevent the bike from skiing or going side to side. Yeah, and like I said, I showed you earlier, the exhaust system is quite there for you to enjoy. If you're someone who likes the silence that comes with riding a bike, and you can as well decide to probably have a change of it. So yeah, comes with like the gold famous SP shocks. To ask you guys to pardon me for the bit of wind noise you might be getting. It's because I'm really close to the ocean right now. Yeah, I'm close to the ocean, yeah, in Eco Atlantic. So I mean, I'm going to try and record, just make some nice views of this bike, but instead of using my professional camera, because I'm not trying to attract so much attention to myself. This is Lagos, how it can be if you're from here. They see cameras as threats, so I'm trying to see what I can film, trying to see what I can film with my phone.
The thing about riding in Lagos is the road doesn't stay one thing for very long. One moment is smooth, the next moment it's not. Traffic opens up, then closes again. So you start to appreciate machines that don't argue with reality. Yamaha Tracer 900 feels like it was built with that in mind. It's quick, but not in a way that's trying to impress you. You twist the throttle and it just goes. Calm, predictable, useful. And the riding position is upright, relaxed, so you don't feel rushed, you don't feel punished. And after a long ride, you don't feel like you need to recover. This isn't a bike that demands perfect loads. It definitely adapts. And in a city like this, that matters. It's not extreme. It's not trying to be everything. It just feels well thought out. Somewhere between daily life and escape. And for Lagos, that balance makes a lot of sense.
So I'm using my drones auto follow technology around there. I'm having the drone follow me in motion. So I've been doing that for some minute actually, but let's see how that goes. Okay. This is such a good drone to have, bro. Like, this is a fantastic piece of engineering by Yamaha, and I strongly suggest and propose that as a biker or an intending biker, this should be on one of your lineups, to own. If not necessarily as a beginner bike, which is obviously I wouldn't advise someone who is just learning to ride to own as a beginner bike, but it's something you can pick up as a bike that you will use for everyday riding. It's amazing for everyday riding. And now I'm gonna take this bike on the express to see how wonderful it performs, on high speed and on low speed. Thank you. Tracer bikes are quick, man. Like MT-09s, they have that throttle response, like that torque that propels you to move, It has that instant torque that you need. That's something about these bikes. And it rides comfortably, man. Like, it's a comfortable bike to ride. Trust me, like. That's Gillian. That's my friend in his Mustang. This is Gillian. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. It's Gaffy. I just came from Eko Atlantic. I just come out Eko Atlantic. No, I dey shoot content with them. Person don dey wait for me. Now from there I see you. Person dey wait for me. Oh yeah, chief. Cheers. That's Julian in his Ford Mustang. Bayonara. Okay. That's Julian in his Ford Mustang. The bike rides well. If I'm being very factual, rides well, man. Let's take a detour here. This is a very nice bike to own. And I mean, after like an hour of riding this bike, yeah, I can say that it's very comfortable. it doesn't, it's less, I can't feel any pain on my back, which is something a lot of everyday riders face, especially those who like to ride sport bikes, yeah. But for this one, it rides very, very well. And like another thing, yeah, that I've really noticed about this bike is that it's well balanced on the floor, it's well balanced on the asphalt. Like I can feel utmost balance while riding it. I mean, it may not be so good when with the cornering as opposed to riding my Yamaha MT-09, which is the more straight naked version of this one. I feel like my bike corners better than this and banks better. But this one, yeah, rides decent. Rides decent, to be very honest and factual with you. And then I can hardly feel any heat on my thighs as I ride this bike, considering that Lagos is it can get very hot in Lagos. Riding bikes here, it's got this very huge wind diffuser for you too, and which is something we are lacking on the street bike, But this one, I was pushing 170 kilometers, even though it was for like 3 seconds, but I could feel like I hardly felt wind on my face, because of this huge diffuser right here, which is diffusing the wind. So look at it, it's almost traffic hour already, and you can see I'm just gliding through traffic. It's a good everyday bike which shouldn't stress you much to ride, really. And I keep on emphasizing that it's not a everyday bike it's not about being an everyday bike. I keep emphasizing that it's not a beginner's bike. You need to have a decent amount of riding time and riding experience, to tame one of these, because it's not. It has so much torque that can throw you off guard if you do not have good riding experience when it comes to using one of these. Yeah, so I'm taking it. Yeah, I'm just riding around Victoria Island, Lagos at the moment with this wonderful piece of machine. I mean, it's quite very comfortable, man. Look at me, I'm having like a good time. It's not heavy due to the aluminium frames. It's not metal, so it's a bit light, to tame. Yeah, so people don't even make use of their pointers when they're trying to make a quick diversion. I mean, this is Lagos riding for you. You need to be actually extra careful riding in this city, for real. Like, you have to ride like every other person is mad. And that's not even an understatement, because most of them are mad.